Well, we now come to the Women Entrepreneurs Reporting Award, which recognises excellence in media coverage of women's entrepreneurship in developing countries. This new award was established this year in conjunction with the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative housed at the World Bank. Now, the initiative was recently launched to advance women's entrepreneurship and to help women in developing countries increase their access to the finance markets, technology, and the networks necessary to start and grow a business. The nominees are
Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, Lisa DeBode for World Policy Journal.
The tides set the agenda of Makame's day. Starting at 4 a.m, a few hours before sunrise, she prays, cooks and cleans. Then for the 2 weeks a month when tides are low, during the new moon and full moon, she works on the beach, harvesting seaweed, repairing ropes that broke during storms, and removing stones, seagrass and silt from her crop. Work continues until about 4 p.m. when the ocean comes rushing in and Makame, who does not know how to swim, returns home. For 6 weeks, the length of each growth cycle, seaweed gathers on the strings, amassing weight and nutrients before it is harvested.
Earthrise, Jordan's water-wise women, Grain Media for AlJazeera.com.
Some of the qualified water-wise women have got a job fixing the plumbing at a local mosque, and I've been invited to join them.
A little piece of metal is broken into the tank and it's contaminated the water. So they've got to make sure that every drop of contaminated water is out of the tank before they refill it with fresh water. How long have you been a plumber?
Since October 2015. I love it because it's really, really helpful and you can save something really expensive to us. It's the water.
Yeah.
Oh. Welcome back.
Yeah. The Imam of the mosque is just checking that everything's done. Fab, huh?
But I don't think he'd know. These ladies know.
The 51%, boosting the number of African women entrepreneurs, France 24.
It's often called brown gold. Ivory Coast is the world's largest producer of cocoa beans, the raw material used to make chocolate. And at 67 years old, Julienne Beatty is one of the few women in the industry that's still largely dominated by men.
It's a man's job done by women, and I'm not the only woman who produces coffee and cocoa. That's why we have a federation.
As the head of the Federation of Cocoa Producers in her region, this entrepreneur is one of few women who own land. She bought 10 hectares for €75 35 years ago.
To present the award, please welcome the Director of Corporate Communications at the World Bank, Jeremy Hillman.
Journalism has played a vital role over the last year in highlighting the injustices, unfairness, and much worse faced by women around the world. At the World Bank Group, we pay particular attention to the hurdles women face in developing countries. One of the most significant barriers is against women starting and growing their own businesses. They're often shut out by financial institutions, they face restrictive laws and regulations, and they lack the networks and the access to grow their businesses. Supporting women entrepreneurs and empowering women economically makes a critical contribution to ending poverty and creating prosperous communities and societies. That's why I'm very grateful to support this award tonight on behalf of the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative, or WEFI for short. WEFI is a unique, large-scale partnership of many countries who've come together to take on the full range of obstacles faced by women entrepreneurs throughout the developing world. We know that the role of media in telling engaging, inspirational stories of challenge and success of women entrepreneurs inspires and encourages others, and so helps lay the foundation for economic growth, job creation, and opportunities. Tonight's finalists, as we've seen for the Women Entrepreneurs Journalism Award, highlight stories of amazing innovation and determination. From Zanzibar's predominantly women seaweed farmers, to Jordan's female plumbers challenging stereotypes, to property rights for women cocoa farmers in Côte d'Ivoire. Women entrepreneurs everywhere benefit from the spotlight of this reporting, And tonight, as you know, we're here for one winner, and I'm going to open the envelope now. And the winner is Jordan's Water-Wise Women.
Sorry, that was the longest walk round. Thank you very much. This is very, very exciting. And I wish the team from Grain Media were here to accept this award from me, but sadly they can't be. So when this story came in, we at Earthrise, we looked for stories of hope and inspiration. And what I really liked about this story was the fact that it was the women who learned to be plumbers are not only empowering themselves socially and financially, but many of them are keen environmentalists who are really making headway in tackling the massive problem of water shortage in Jordan. And in a country which is rapidly running out of water, the problems in the infrastructure, the plumbing system, mean that the leakages, the amount of water that is lost each year, is the amount that would give water to 2.6 million people. So the work that these women are doing in stopping leaks and preventing drips is absolutely vital in preventing the country from running out of further water. So it was a lovely story, and one which highlighted very well the central role of women in tackling the many environmental problems which we face today. So thank you very much.